2020 was full of cancel culture. Today I'm going to cover the biggest celebrity cancellations of the last decade. Welcome back to Celeb Hub. Let's get into the video. Number 10, J.K. Rowling disappointed fans with her anti-trans views. In December 2019, author J.K. Rowling disappointed many in her huge fan base after tweeting her support of a woman fired for her transphobic tweets. Rowling had already made problematic social media statements about trans rights in 2017 and 18, and the issue blew up with more comments and an inflammatory blog post. Many of the Harry Potter actors even distanced themselves from her, but Rowling remained unapologetic and went on to publish a novel about a cross-dressing killer.
Not worthy of respect in a democratic society. Standing up in defense of the malign.
Number 9, Lana Del Rey's fans weren't too upset at her social media cancellation. Earlier in the year, there was a selfie wearing a mesh and totally useless mask during the COVID pandemic. Then, she was criticized for glamorizing relationship abuse in May 2020. Lana Del Rey made an IG post that attacked the culture and named a slew of other singers, including Ariana Grande, Nicki Minaj, Beyonce, and Cardi B, complaining they didn't get the same kind of critique. It didn't go over well, and many claimed they were canceling her, but the effect was a mere blip on her ongoing career upswing.
Page. However, she was immediately called out for sharing videos of such poor taste that featured people looting.
Number 8, Mark Wahlberg's violent past keeps getting forgotten. During the summer of 2020, Wahlberg made a Twitter post in support of BLM. Astute fans, however, checked his profile on Wikipedia and found a past that included several documented incidents in the mid-1980s where teenage Mark and a couple of friends committed racial assaults on black kids while yelling racial epithets and throwing rocks. In 1988, he assaulted a Vietnamese man on the street in a racially motivated attack, and then another man the same day, leaving the second man blind. Twitterverse called for his cancellation, but there's been no discernible effect on his career.
Oh, but you know, Bill Monahan, who wrote The Departed, right?
Number 7, Kathy Griffin paid the price for her Trump pick. For years, comedian Kathy Griffin hosted the CNN New Year's program together with Anderson Cooper. That all came to a screeching halt after she posted a picture with a picture of herself holding Donald Trump's head. The head was obviously fake, but the outrage was real and cost Griffin her CNN gig along with several others. At first, she apologized profusely in a video message, but then later retracted in an appearance on The View. "I'm not holding back on this family. This family is different," she said.
And wrong. It's never funny to joke about killing a president.
Number 6, Roseanne Barr lost her show and derailed her own comeback. In 2018, it seemed like she was back on the top of the TV world. Then in May, Barr unleashed a tweet that compared an advisor from the Obama administration to the Planet of the Apes and the Muslim Brotherhood. Just a few hours later, ABC had canceled her show. Despite her protests, the studio stuck with their decision. In the spin-off The Connor, she was killed off via an opioid overdose in the first episode. Ouch.
It's going to be interesting to see a bunch of really privileged people.
Number 5, Kevin Hart lost his Oscars hosting gig. Comedian Kevin Hart seemed to have a good gig lined up hosting the 2019 Oscars, but made what came to be the mistake of announcing it on his Twitter account. Back in 2009 to 2011, Kevin was fond of tweeting jokes about the LGBTQ community, and some of those jokes also made it into his stand-up material. Twitter users made sure to remind the Academy of his past, and also the fact that he's never apologized or backed down from it. He lost the Oscar gig as a result.
If you want to hold people in a position where they always have to justify or explain their past.
Number 4, James Gunn's cancellation was revoked. In July 2018, Disney announced the firing of writer-director James Gunn from the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. The move came after Gunn bizarrely became the online target of Mike Cernovich. Cernovich found several tweets of Gunn's, most of them dating back to 2009 and 10, making unsavory jokes about children. Disney called them offensive and indefensible. Gunn made a public apology, and cast members went public in their defense of him. In March 2019, the studio announced he'd been rehired for the project.
Should not
But can I say something? Yeah. I agree with that as well. I've been on Twitter 10 years. I've been on Twitter a long time.
Number 3, PewDiePie apologizes and moves on. In 2017, Felix Hjelberg, or PewDiePie, the Swedish YouTube star, used the N-word in one of his videos, and soon after was accused of making anti-Semitic comments. In September 2019, he got canceled by many former fans for donating to a pro-Jewish organization, the Anti-Defamation League, but that, like the ADL, became controversial too. He slipped from the number 1 place when it comes to YouTube earnings and lost contracts with Disney and the Google Preferred ad program, but he's still doing well.
So, it doesn't seem like anyone's making a big deal, but I didn't like the way I acted.
Number 2, is Ellen really that mean? Ellen DeGeneres has built a TV persona based on the idea of being nice. Good to her guests, good to her audiences, she even spoke out for animal rights. That's why it shocked her many fans when anonymous staffers told the media about the allegedly toxic work environment at her show in the summer of 2020. Among the accusations were microaggressions, favoritism, and employees getting fired for taking medical leave. Ellen made a public apology, but many weren't buying it, and there were even rumors that the show itself was being canceled. Number 1, R. Kelly finally got what he deserved. Rumors about R. Kelly and underage girls had circulated for years. Back in 2002, a rough quality video surfaced allegedly showing the 35-year-old singer with a teenager. He was acquitted in his 2008 trial and went on to more fame and platinum album sales. The past finally caught up with him, including both the law and the 2019 documentary Surviving R. Kelly, and he was arrested on a multitude of charges. He's currently in jail awaiting trial.
Girls under age 17, 16, I mean a grown man.
This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.